What's up, everybody? You already know who it is. It's DripGodDero, and I'm back at you guys with another bang. In today's video, we do have some unfortunate news. The former NBA player Caleb Swanigan has officially passed away, and me personally, I definitely feel like I could say a couple of things that can help you mentally, physically, or financially, and that's pretty much the reason why I'm in front of this camera, to help you mentally, physically, and financially. So with all that being said, let's just get into the video, get into the topic at hand, read about what exactly happened, and then after that, I'll give my final thoughts. All right, so as you guys can see, we are on CNN.com. Shout out to them, and y'all see the title. Former NBA player Caleb Swanigan dies at age 25. Now, me personally, I definitely felt like I had to make a video about this topic because if you guys didn't know, my birthday is right around the corner and I will be turning 25 very soon on July 4th. And this topic, it just shows you how quick your life can end like this. My man was literally on this earth for 2.5 decades. That's nothing. But let me just read into it so we can get all the information out of this article, and then I'll continue from there. And this is Caleb Swanigan. If you didn't know who he was or how he looked, this how he looked right here. All right, it says former NBA player Caleb Swanigan died age 25 on Monday night, his college basketball team Purdue announced. The Allen County Coroner's Office confirmed to CNN that he had died of natural causes. The Purdue basketball family is deeply saddened and devastated at the loss of Caleb Swanigan, head coach Matt Painter said in a statement on the team's website. Caleb was a very thoughtful individual and a gentle soul who excelled both on and off the court. He made a huge difference in everyone's lives that he touched, and he will be greatly missed. During his NBA career, Swanigan worked extensively with Portland area youth and food courts to promote healthy eating habits in schools and eliminate child hunger, Purdue's statement added. In his sophomore 2016-2017 season, Swanigan averaged 18.5 points per game, 12.5 total rebounds, and 3.1 assists per game for Purdue, helping it to the Sweet 16 of the NCAA Men's Basketball Championship. So he was pretty good in college. He really was pretty good. 18.5, 12.5 rebounds, and 3 assists. That's pretty good. That's definitely pretty good. But let's continue. For his efforts, the forward won Big Ten Player of the Year and was named a consensus first-team All-American. Swanigan made 75 appearances and 4 stars during his 3 seasons in the NBA after being drafted by the Portland Trail Blazers as the number 26th overall pick in 2017. He also played for the Sacramento Kings. And here's a picture where he's playing for Portland. He was 6'9", and let's continue. We are heartbroken by the passing of former Trailblazers player Caleb Swanigan. Our thoughts are with Caleb's family, friends, and all who loved him. Rest in peace, Biggie, Portland said on Twitter. In an interview with ESPN in 2017, Swanigan spoke about his difficulties controlling his weight and a childhood without reliable access to housing and food. So, we are actually going to switch over to this ESPN article so we can read a little bit more about his upbringing, because I definitely feel like if I'm going to make a topic on a certain individual, I definitely want to try to give you as much information about how he passed and everything before I definitely, put my input in it. But let's switch over to this ESPN article from 2017. And we're on it. Now, the ESPN article is titled, Purdue's Caleb Swanigan has changed his body and his life. So let's read into this. We're not going to read the whole thing, but we're going to try to get the good parts out of it. Now, it starts off with Caleb Swanigan saying, "It's always the cheesecake. I'm a dessert person," he told ESPN. "I'm not a potato chip eater. I can say no to those easy, but desserts are really my thing. The sophomore knows one's desserts can become 2, then 3, and over time unhinge the weight roller coaster he rode to 360 pounds the summer before 8th grade." So he has always struggled with his weight. He was literally 360 pounds in 8th grade. That is wild. That is actually wild. But let's continue. Throughout his youth, he floated between unstable housing situations and homeless shelters, back and forth between Indianapolis and Utah, as his mother, Tanya, tried to stabilize their life with 6 children, all while his father, Carl Swanigan Sr., wrestled with a crack cocaine addiction. So, he definitely grew up rough, man. And I'm sorry to even hear that he had to go through that, but that type of, type of stress that he did, go through as a child, that falls on his parents. It definitely falls on his parents. His parents should have, did better. Like, you got one parent that's on crack, and you got another one who got 6 children without no help. It's fucked up. But that's reality in America a lot of times, and that's reality in the world. Let's be real. But let's continue. Swanigan developed a complicated relationship with food as he was surrounded by the unhealthy options peddled to those who can't afford to consider quality sugary cereal, ice cream, pizza. Today, however, the projected All-American resists the demon that haunted him before he lost more than 100 pounds in high school. So, I feel like that's all we really need to read. We could tell that my man's definitely had, a rough upbringing. And before he died, he did end up, gaining weight again. And I'll show you guys a picture of how he looked once he did gain that weight before he died, and let's tune into it. This is a article by ABTC, and this is how he looked before he died. Let me scroll down a little bit. This is how he looked before he died. He definitely gained a lot of weight, and this was all within like 1 year. He was in the NBA, I think, at age 23 still, or age 24, and he just died at 25. So this was all within a year, this transformation. And it just goes to show you that, man, you gotta be careful what you eat. And I'm gonna read into this one a little bit too. Initially, Caleb Swanigan was quite massive and had a weight of around 160 kilos. After playing basketball and engaging in other sporting activities, Caleb Swanigan lost about 50 kilograms of weight. Caleb went on to play professional basketball in the NBA for about 4 years, and in the later part of his career, he began gaining weight outrageously. The obese nature of Caleb Swanigan led him to quit playing basketball, and at the time of his death, he weighed around 180 kilograms. Now, I live in the U.S., so we don't go by kilograms, we go by pounds. And I'll show you guys how much around 180 kilograms is. It is 396.8 pounds. Now, that's definitely obese. That's, life-threatening obese. And they did say that he died from natural causes, so I'm going to assume that he just died from being overweight. And we all know that when you are overweight, it can give you other health complications, or it can affect any underlying health, complications that you already have. But let me switch over to my beautiful face so I can just, wrap this video up. All right, so to wrap this video up, I just want to say RIP to Caleb Swanigan. And I just want to say that his parents let him down. I know a lot of people might not like what I'm saying right now, but his parents let him down. I'm going to say it one more time. His parents let him down. One of his parents was on fucking crack, and the other one has 6 kids trying to handle that. And I understand that that's tough, but at the same time, man, any child that's growing up in an environment like that, where you moving from house to house, homeless sometimes, all you can eat is bullshit. So you ain't never touched a salad, or you ain't never touched much healthy. All you eating is the bullshit, the fucking Little Caesars, the Williams chickens, shit like that. Any kid go struggle with weight. Any kid is going to struggle mentally. And we could tell just from how he looked when he passed that he was definitely going through it mentally, especially when it came to his weight journey. He literally gained like 100 pounds after 1 year off from basketball. That's crazy. That is literally crazy. And this is why I always tell you guys I want to help you mentally, physically, and financially, because that physical is very important. You want to live as long as possible so you can make as much money as possible. And so you can, do as many things and really, enjoy life as much as possible. That's why I go physically, then it goes financially, then it goes mentally. Because if you focus on that physical, you live longer. So what does that do? Give you more money? Well, give you more time to make more money. So that's financial. Then when you have more money, it eases a lot of your stress, and that definitely helps you mentally. But still, man, this is literally just sad. And that's why I feel like every man, every woman, you gotta be working out in this day and age. And I'm not saying that you gotta be lifting weights. You could be doing cardio. Cardio is, to be honest, the most important thing to me, because it keeps your heart rate up, and it just keeps that inner body good. Because let's be real, the most important muscle in your body is the heart. So you gotta make sure you're doing that cardio. Make sure you staying in a solid lean physique, around 15% body fat if you're a man. For a woman, maybe around 20, 25, somewhere around that 20. I say 20 if you're a woman. And, bro, this is just sad, man. His parents failed him. And, upbringing, it could really change your life for the better or worse. It really can. My man did the impossible. He did things that many people dream of doing, making it to the NBA. He was the first person in his family who touched millions. And it's sad to see that he, just left this earth so young at age 25. He literally was only on the earth for 2.5 decades. 2.5 decades. That's literally nothing. But this definitely goes to show that life is short, man. So you got to make the most of your life. You got to be living every day to the fullest. You got to be grinding out here. You got to be trying to make something for the next generation. And for the parents out here, you got to instill good behaviors and just, good habits into your kids, man. Don't be out here always feeding your kids desserts and, sweet zebra cakes, bullshit like that, Williams chicken. Show them that it's some foods out here that are healthy but also taste well, man. You got to make sure your kids get instilled with, good eating habits and just good mental habits. Make sure they got a stable household growing up. But with all that being said, RIP to Caleb Swanigan. This is sad, bro. This is literally sad. Like the fucking video. Comment on the fucking video. Subscribe to the fucking channel. And I'm out. Peace.